You've probably gotten the pitch at some point, 100 backlinks for $99. Maybe you even paid for it. Those links are worthless, and some of them are actually dragging your rankings down right now. Real backlinks, the kind that actually move the needle for contractors, look nothing like what you've been sold. And today we're going to walk you through exactly where to get those good backlinks. When someone vouches for you to a homeowner, they say something like, call this roofer, this plumber, this HVAC, I've worked with them before, they're the real deal. That referral means something because it's coming from a real person with a real reputation. Backlinks work the same way. Google reads them as votes of confidence, and just like in real life, 1,000 recommendations from total strangers that no one has ever heard of before will not carry the same weight as someone that you trust. That's why bulk link packages don't work. Those links come from networks that Google has very likely already identified and flagged. Private blog networks, link farms, random directories with zero authority. At best, Google ignores them. At worst, a profile full of junk links can pull your rankings down and take months to clean up. If an agency is promising you a specific number of links per month with no explanation as to where they will come from, that's probably a bad sign. Real link building is slow, manual, and tied to real relationships. Here's the good news here. Contractors already are in a better position than most businesses to earn legitimate backlinks. Manufacturer and dealer pages can be some of the highest leverage backlinks for most contractors, but most don't even realize that that's an opportunity. If you install GAF, Owens Corning, Trane, Lennox, Carrier, James Hardie, Anderson, Trex, almost every major manufacturer has a Find My Contractor or Find a Dealer page that links out to certified installers. These are massive trusted domains. One link from GAF.com or from Trane.com is worth more than 1,000 links from random directories. So here's what you can do today. Call your manufacturer rep. Ask what certification tier or level you need to reach to get listed with a website link. If you're already at that level, you're already a certified or preferred installer, and your link is missing from that page, that simple phone call can give you a link that will pay you back in dividends for years. A lot of contractors, roofers, HVAC companies, window and siding installers, this one move alone can meaningfully shift your rankings. Not all directories are equal, but two are genuinely worth your time. The first is your local chamber of commerce. These are all going to be different, but most chambers have a member directory that links out to member websites. The real value here is being listed somewhere that ranks well locally and that signals to Google that your business is established and is connected to the community. The BBB, the Better Business Bureau, works in the same way. An accredited business listing carries a real link and trust signal to homeowners, and it's something that they actually pay attention to. These are not flashy, they're just real, and real is what Google is looking for. The same logic applies to trade associations. Roofers have the NRCA, HVAC companies have ACCA, plumbers have PHCC, remodelers have NARI, NARI, electricians have the IEC. There are dozens more at the state and regional level as well, and most of those, again, have member directories that link outbound. Most of them also have local chapters that run events that you could sponsor or speak at, which leads to more links from event pages, from partner sites, and from local press. So what should you do here? Pick one or two that matter for your trade, get listed, and the annual dues are almost always worth it for the link, even before you count any networking opportunities you'll get out of that. The core of how home service companies work is that they are integrated into their communities. Show that integration, that connection, with a link to community sponsorships. You can sponsor the Little League team that your kid plays on. You can buy a hole for the chamber golf tournament. You can donate to the school auction. Every one of those sponsorships is a backlink waiting to happen, and most contractors never ask or never think to ask. The Little League has its own website. The golf tournament has a sponsor page. School districts list their business donors. All you have to do is ask one question. Hey, can your sponsor list link to my website? Most organizations will say yes without thinking twice. This is one of the few link sources that is fully within your control, safe from Google algorithm changes, and is good for your business beyond SEO. It builds your brand in the community at the same time. When it's done right, a single soccer team sponsorship can ultimately drive more leads than a month full of paid ads. Local newspapers and neighborhood magazines always run those best of awards every year. Plumbers, roofers, HVAC companies, electricians, all of those folks have categories that exist in most local markets. The winner gets a feature of some sort and a backlink from a high authority local domain. Even sometimes making the finalist list gets you a mention and a link. So, try out for one of them. Tell your customers about the vote, drop a link in your email signature, send them an email message. In most categories and in most places, a few hundred votes from happy customers is all it'll take to win. Beyond awards, think about storm season locally when it comes to your media as well. When a major storm hits, local TV stations and newspapers always go to Contractors to interview about safety, insurance claims, and scam awareness. The same whenever there's a big cold snap or a big heat wave. Those are real news articles with real backlinks. So if you can, and it's easier in a smaller town, but try to get on your local reporter's radar before those big events happen. In smaller markets, you can find the journalist who covers home or business news and introduce yourself as a potential expert source. That relationship pays off in earned media and real backlinks when that moment comes. And if you don't have the time to chase after journalists, you can always look online. There are certain websites that help to connect journalists to experts. Those are places that are called things like featured, quoted. These are services that reporters use to find local experts. Your accountant has a website, your insurance broker has a website, your supply house, your attorney, your equipment dealer, and many of them have a trusted partners or client testimonial section where they can list you with a link, and all you have to do is ask. The swap is simple. Write them a genuine testimonial. You are, after all, a customer of theirs. And in return, ask whether or not they'd be able to link from their site to your site from their partner page. It costs you nothing, and it earns you a relevant link with a real local business. The same can go for real estate agents, home inspectors, property managers, cleaning companies that's in your referrals. Any business in your referral network is a potential link partner. If you're already in a relationship, you just need to formalize it and ask the question. Every backlink source that we've talked about, sponsors, press, vendors, partners, they all need something to actually point at. Your homepage is fine, but a project page about a specific job that really fits the link, that's a real link destination that earns real clicks. Every project you post, everything you publish on your site, the photos, the description, the neighborhood of the job, all that gives every one of those link sources something worth linking to. When a supplier wants to feature a local case study, when a local blogger wants to reference your work, when a homeowner association wants to mention a project you did in their community, they can link to your project pages. Without those pages, there's nothing worthwhile for anyone to point at. This is the same content engine that we build for clients at FootbridgeMedia. An individual project post for every job, and suddenly link opportunities with real targets can be generated. So if anyone sends you a pitch for 100 backlinks for $99, PBN links, guest posts on our network of sites, or guaranteed domain authority 50 plus links, just close the email. Those are sold in bulk on networks Google has already flagged. And if an agency promises you a specific number of links every month with no explanation as to where those links come from, that's a red flag too. Real link building is slow and is tied to real businesses and real relationships. You don't need 500 links. You need 20 to 30 real ones. And those will outperform any package that you've ever been sold. If you found any of this helpful at all, engage with the video, like it, drop a comment, or subscribe. And almost any of those steps will make sure that you see more of this content in the future. And if you need help building your online marketing strategy, the pros at FootbridgeMedia are always ready to help. Learn more about why thousands of contractors and home service pros just like you rely on FootbridgeMedia's contractor marketing services by visiting us online at footbridgemedia.com.